In 400 meters, turn right onto Victoria Park Avenue.
Preventing affected individuals and businesses argued as an illegal tax on property. Before that tax, Washington was one of only 9 states.
为嘛他不让走DVP啊？
I'm not exactly sure.
Close 了。
Let me check. No, DVP's open. That's fine.
对啊，不是应该走DVP上高速。
Yeah, I don't know.
Head toward Farnford Road. Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
Now it's DVP. Anyways, yeah, Melissa is... So basically, what did I do? Well, first things first, I opened the hood. I grabbed my tools, I opened the hood, set everything out, and then first off I removed the air box, which is the air intake manifold. Pulled that off, and then afterwards I pulled off all the connections to the cooling fan. Plus the harness to the cooling fan, and then I first, like, before pulling out the harnesses, I drained the coolant. There's like a little plug at the bottom, you just unscrew and then it says draining the coolant, and I drained it into one of those yogurt containers that Dad had, and it fit perfectly into one yogurt container, which was surprising. I expected I needed 2 or like more, because on the video I saw the guy, he had like a whole large like Tupperware tub that he put down, and it filled it like halfway. Because on the video I saw the guy, he had like a whole large like Tupperware tub that he put down, and it filled it like halfway, but like flat, you know.
In 400 meters, merge onto Don Valley Parkway North.
I was surprised that it didn't take that much. And then what did I do after that? And then I started unbolting the front. There's like sort of this like support that holds the foot latch. No, you just need IDs. Because it's domestic.
Continue on Don Valley Parkway North for 2 kilometers.
带 ID 了。
Yeah.
No license.
Yep.
没带。
Yeah, and so I started unbolting the front support. Yeah, took that off, took the hood latch area off, and then I tried to unplug the horns so that I could set the whole front hood latch area to the side, but I took out one horn and then the other one I just couldn't take out. There's 2 horns, just 2 like connector plugs, and like the mechanism is you push in on this like little tab and it unlatches and then you pull it, right? But like the plastic was sort of like seized. I think there was a lot of like, there's like years of dirt and stuff underneath the plastic.
Take the exit toward Ontario 401 West, then slide left
oh,
onto the
you're going
Ontario
west, Dad.
401 West ramp.
You're going west, Dad. Oh.
Slide
Yeah.
left onto the Ontario 401 West ramp.
Okay. Yeah.
Continue on Ontario 401 West for 11 kilometers.
Yeah, I tried to unlatch the other horn, but I couldn't. And I was like trying for so long, and it was like so difficult. Like I almost like broke my nails. Like my nails hurt now because like I was trying to unlatch it so long. And then I just decided, I just gave up. I was like, screw that. So I just like set it there. Like you can still do the job without moving the whole piece. Well, like you just get more space if you remove the horn connector and set it to the side. Cause like other than that, it's connected to the hood latch cable, and then so that, and then I pulled the coolant lines. There's like a hose clamp on top of them that you need to like snap in with a pair of locking pliers. Pull that down and then pull the lines off, and then yeah, I have to pull those coolant lines. And then I pulled the hydraulic lines. I mean, not the hydraulic, the transmission lines, because the transmission is also cooled by the radiator. So, and you know, that leaked a little bit of transmission fluid. Is also cooled by the radiator. So, and you know, that leaked a little bit of transmission fluid. Then I started unbolting the and then I took out the fan. Yeah, and then I took out the cooling fan by just unclipping those 3 clips that you helped me with. Yeah, I unclipped those. Then I started unbolting the radiator from the condenser because those 2 are held on by 4 screws. And then took out the radiator, inspected it and everything. And then grabbed a new radiator, and that thing was like very sealed up in like a package, so I had to mess with that for quite a bit to get that out. Finally got it out of this package, and then I laid it down and I was like, okay, cool, what it looks like. And then I started transferring the hoses from the old radiator to the new one. And as I was transferring them, the hydraulic line hoses, the hose clamps on those were extremely corroded. One of them was like falling, like one of them it just broke into pieces, and like I couldn't use it again. And the other one was like on its way out, like it was just so corroded, it was like almost broken. So then I was like, damn, I need hose clamps, or else these hoses will leak if you don't put them all about hose clamps. So then I just hopped in the RAV4, drove to Canadian Tire, picked up some hose clamps and a funnel set, and then I came back, took the hose clamps. I bought 2 sizes because I wasn't sure which size exactly, and then one was too small, so the other one was like perfect. So I gotta return one of them, and then yeah, with the hose clamps, I put them on, and they were perfect. And these hose clamps are better now because they're like screw-in hose clamps, and they're also like more resistant to corrosion usually. So it should be good now. Like these, yeah. The ones that like they usually use are like, because either they use a plastic hose clamp or they use these kinds where it's like you pinch and then you pull down. Those ones are because they want to install the car like quickly, right? When they're manufacturing it, they just want to be quick. And if you had to screw in a hose clamp, that's going to take longer. So yeah, I just replaced it with a screw-in hose clamp. So the lines are transferred over, and then I took the radiator, I placed it back in.
Head southwest on Ontario 401 Express.
And then bolted it to the condenser. Again, the 4 screws. At this point, it's just kind of backwards what I did, right? And then put the fan in, like you came to help me put the fan in. And then afterwards, reconnected the lines, put back the hood latch area, and yeah, then what? And then me and Dad filled out the coolants and ran the engine, checking for leaks and everything. And yeah, we used the funnel. Funnel actually worked pretty well. I thought I needed duct tape because you can get spill-free funnel kits where it's like they literally screw right onto the radiator cap and doesn't spill at all. But I couldn't buy that, and like Canadian Tire didn't have it, and Amazon sells it, but I mean I can't get it immediately. So I just bought a normal funnel, and usually if you have a normal funnel, it's like you want it to fit perfectly in the radiator hole so it doesn't leak. So you take some duct tape, you wrap the bottom of the funnel, and then you stuff it in, and it will create kind of a seal, right? So, but the funnel that I got was actually pretty decent sized, so it's good. Yeah, check for any leaks. It did leak a bit, but I think that was when I was pouring. Like I accidentally like it's just the weird shape of the bucket. I was pouring. Like leaked a little bit. It stopped leaking after that. So then I added a bunch of like coolant, and it wasn't stopping. Like it should fill to a certain point, and then it just like it's sitting in the funnel. But no, it just kept on going down, so I don't know where it's going. But it wasn't leaking anyway, so then I switched it up, and I feel like we didn't add enough. Maybe we just didn't get to the point where it was enough. So yeah, ran it, and Dad said it was pretty decent. We'll see if it like overheats though. We need to add more coolant though to fill it up fully to get all the air bubbles out. So if there's air bubbles in the system, it's not as effective for cooling, and it will overheat. And you don't have like the heater. So yeah, overall, man, it took me a whole day because I also had to stop and eat lunch, and also it's just tough because most of the bolts, when I was trying to take them out, they were corroded so bad. Like there's so much, well not corroded, but like there's so much rust on them, right? That it was like so hard to like unbolt them. Obviously if this was a brand new car, no rust, it would have taken me like, I could have cut this time in half. But it was, the main thing was just like unbolting those rusty bolts without breaking them, because I didn't want to snap them. And also I didn't have the proper tools. The wrench I had wasn't like a ratcheting wrench. It was just a normal wrench, so I had to like put it in, do a turn, take it out, put it in, do a turn, take it out, put it in, do a turn, rather than just like putting it in and then just like clicking and ratcheting it, right? So that sucked. And then those connectors and plastic connectors and everything, like those are tough. The hose clamps are very tough because I don't have the right tool that makes it easy to unclamp the hose clamps. Yeah, you need to have the right tools. Like if I had all the right tools, bolts weren't corroded, I could have done it way faster. And I also didn't want to round out the bolts. Like when I was like turning them, because they were so seized and like corroded, that like I was afraid that
in 3 kilometers, use the right 2 lanes to take the Ontario 409 exit toward Ontario 427 North Pearson Airport.
When I tried to turn the bolts, that like the wrench would slip, and then it would like round out the edges. You know how there's edges, right, of a bolt, right? Like it's a hexagon. Like if you like not careful, or like you can like just round the bolt where you turn it into like a circle, and then there's nothing to grab onto. So yeah, I was really trying not to do that, because that would have turned the job into like way longer, and then I would have had to order bolts and stuff, and so that's why I was taking so long. But in the end, I did it. And also it was tiring, just like bending over always constantly. Yeah, like I'm too tall for that. It's like bent over, like
In 1 kilometer, use the right 2 lanes to take the Ontario 409
your lower back.
Ontario 427 North Pearson Airport.
Oh, Dad, you need to take the exit, right?
Yeah.
This exit up here. Yeah, if you switch.
You have arrived.
我操！那咱们这儿要不就停这儿？
Yeah, that's fine.
这少吗？
Yeah.
可以。
OK，谢谢。
不客气。
Thanks.
不客气。
拜。
那你带着这个吧，
I don't.
我都放好了，你就别丢了啊。
I don't know where to put it.
行吧，
他们会 maybe
就插在口袋里啊，
太大了呀。
就插在口袋里，就放口袋里啊，
I don't think I'm gonna use it at all.
就插在口袋里。
我不会用这个的。
你不用，
我不用。
没啥用啊。
他也不想用。
那你给我。
给你。
啊，你就放你。 钥匙给我了吗？啊，您的 car 啊。哎，这指的箭头，应该左转吗？这都破玩意儿怎么指的 ？GPS 出毛病了。
In 500 meters, take the exit toward Terminal 3 Road.
哦，到了，哈哈，哦，这也行。
You need to turn right, turn right.
手放眼，手放，挡到。
Take the exit toward Terminal 3 Road.
Yeah, turn right. Now turn right.
In 400 meters, continue onto Terminal 3 Road. Continue onto Terminal 3 Road, then slight right. Slight right.
行，5:20。
In 300 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
绕多远？
You have arrived.
我操！那咱们这儿，要不就停这儿。
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
OK，谢谢。
Thanks.
Bye.